Welcome to Riff You. Here I go beyond the quick riff shorts and I take the time to break down each riff in a way that's easy to follow. You'll get an in-depth lesson that helps you understand and master every detail. In this lesson, I will be showing you how to play the guitar riff for Van Halen's Unchained. A lot of guitar players consider this to be one of the best riffs of all time. It is certainly one of the best guitar riffs of the 80s, and I personally think that this riff influenced a lot of other riffs in the 80s. This song was featured on Van Halen's 1981 album Fair Warning. Eddie is widely considered to be one of the greatest guitar players of all time. He's certainly one of my favorites for sure. How this is going to work is I'm going to play the riff at full speed, and then I will slow it down with no talking. And then I will talk about how to actually play the riff for those of you that would actually enjoy some actual guitar instruction. Now let's get in close and learn how to play this riff. All right, so let's learn how to play this guitar riff. The first thing you need to do is you need to get into the proper tuning. It is drop D flat tuning. So basically you have to take all your strings, take them down a half step, and then you have to take your sixth string down even another half step, or basically a whole step. So it's going to go D flat, A flat, then D flat, G flat, B flat, and then E flat. So it is drop D flat tuning. Or you can think of it as drop D tuning down a half a step. Want the guitar tab for this riff plus 200 more? Check out my online course, GuitArmy Riff Factory. You can take it on your computer, tablet, or phone, making it easy and fun to learn a ton of riffs, impress your friends, and build your confidence. Use coupon code RIFF50 at checkout for 50% off. As a bonus, I will be including the exact sound that I used to record this guitar riff. You will need to own a copy of Neural DSP's plugin Gojira. If you don't already own it, you can download a free 14-day trial version of the plugin. I will put the link in the description. I should note that I don't have any association with Neural DSP. They did comment on one of my guitar riff shorts before, but other than that, that's it. All right, if you take a look in measure 1, we come in on the and of 4. I'm not going to get into crazy detail, but I'm going to talk about some of the timing and stuff because it's pretty important, because this guitar riff starts on the and of 4. It does not come in on a downbeat. So it's like you're going 1, 2, 3, 4, and. So it comes in on the and of 4 and then holds to the and of 1. So you're going 4 and 1 and then we have some palm mutes in the next measure, 2 and 3 and 4 and. Because what we're doing here, this is a D chord. And we put our pinky down. That G there turns it into a. Technically, it's not a D because we're dropped. When we're tuned down a half step. But just go along with me. This is a G on the guitar. So it turns this into a D sus4. So it gives D to D sus4. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and. Now he's going, this right here, this is a B flat chord. We're ignoring the fact that we're tuned down a half step. This is a B flat. And what he's going to do is, he's going to take this same. He's going to take that same idea of taking that B flat major chord and hammering, he's going to, not hammer it, but he's going to turn it into a B flat sus4 chord. Then he's going to do a pull off. So you get this. Now, if you watch me play it in the beginning, I don't believe I do pull offs there. I think I'm going. The reason I'm picking it, I think, is because I don't want that sound to get lost. You have to hammer and pull that off pretty hard. So I like to, personally, I like to play it. The tab says to pull it off, but I actually pick it. Like I'm playing the B flat. See, even playing it there, the pull-off's getting a little lost. but you can do it however you want. You will see people play it like this. This is really how I play it. This is the tab, so I'm trying to play it accurate to the tab. But when I play it, like if I'm not paying attention, I'll go. Where I'm playing the full bar chords. I think I always like doing that because it's a little safer. It's harder on your hands. If you're not used to playing these big bar chords, it's not big, but it's hard on your hands. If you're not used to doing that, then I think I would go with the smaller method where you're just going. I think that's probably a wiser choice. I think and if you actually watch Eddie play it, he was doing this, then another time he was doing this. So I think you can do it however you want. Who cares? All right, so after we go, then we do this. We hit the open palm mute, and then we're going to move up and go. Do the exact same thing, except up here we're on the 5s, 5, 5, 5. So that's a C chord. And then we're going to go back. Basically, we're going to go back to this. So far we have. What's different about this is now in measure number 4, this comes in right on a downbeat, which feels good. You know, it's not syncopated. So we're going 1, 2, and 3, and 4. Then we're going up here to this F bar chord. And we're going to do something similar where we are, he's going from F and putting this 11 here to turn it into an F sus4. So what I do is when I'm playing this, because this is all loud and bombastic, but when it comes to this part here, I try to get real small with it if I can. And small meaning don't let like a bunch of junk ring out. I try to palm mute it and keep it tight and almost a little quiet because he's going. What he's doing here, he's going from this F triad here. It's a second inversion triad because it gives the second, the fifth, the root, and the third of that F. And he goes from here to this C. I'm just looking here on the tab to this C major triad, which is root position because it goes 1, 3, 5. So he's going. So he's going F, F sus4, back to F, and then to a C triad. And then he does 2 more open palm mutes, and then we're basically starting the riff over, going, except this is literally where it starts over, and this is where the flanger comes in. I don't have a flanger, a pedal flanger. That would make it so much easier. It's just the first time you play through it, the riff, you know, no flanger. And then in measure number 6, you just tap your flanger on and it just sounds awesome. If you heard me use a flanger in the beginning, that's because I did some Pro Tools trickery and I added in a flanger effect on the second half of the riff. But for this, I'm not going to do it because I don't have a physical flanger pedal. So in measure number 6, we're going 1, 2, and 3, and 4. Same thing going. This is basically all the same. Now the tricky part at the end is that the riff comes back in again on the end of 4. So if I go back to measure 8, I'm going 1, 2, and 3, and 4. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. And so it's a little tricky because the riff begins on the end of 4, and then in measure number 6, the second time through, it starts on a downbeat, which is cool, but you have to really pay attention to what you're doing. You're starting off on the end of 4, then in measure 6, we're starting the riff on the downbeat of 1, and then at the end of measure 9, we're kind of starting the riff again on the and. So like to me, that's one of the trickier parts of this riff. All right, I'm going to play through this slowly, and go ahead and play along with me. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, that's how you play the guitar riff for Unchained by Van Halen. Thanks for tuning in. I hope this lesson helped you nail the riff and have some fun. If you liked it, hit that subscribe button and turn on the notifications so that you don't miss the next one. Let me know in the comments which riff you'd like to hear next. I'm all ears. Catch you in the next video. Keep shredding.